Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I love that was brought to light because those cocksuckers like to talk shit about us and how we're
our insensitive our laws are and shit.
Yeah, and how they're so fucking morally superior. And then you see some shit like that.
I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, to me, that's just like the most ignorant position to say that if a man has an erection, that equals consent.
I mean, you can stimulate a body to do stuff.
Right, that's just that's blood flow, and
that has nothing to do with them wanting to do it.
Breeze blows.
Right. I mean, but like just because we're wired, our bodies are wired to respond to touch and visuals. So just because a man gets erection, that does not mean he's on board. Mm-hmm. You know, that's like. I mean, you hear about women that in the midst of rape, sometimes the body kicks in and they get lubricated. That doesn't mean they wanted it. It's just a biological thing.
I've heard of kids being abused and then them thinking that, well, it was my fault because it did kind of feel good.
Right.
And then them thinking that it's the
guilt is on me because if it had been wrong, well, it wouldn't have felt good.
If it felt good, then
how could it be bad? Mm-hmm. Right. I mean, that's just mind games and it's victim blaming. That's all it is. And it's no different if it's a man, a child, a woman. You don't get to have sex with people unless they want it, and they let you know they want it. I mean,
common sense.
Yeah, no, but not so common as it turns out. As it turns out,
we just need to change that to uncommon sense.
Yeah, yeah. It's because it ain't a damn bit common anymore.
No. What else we got?
Oh, the Dutch children in the farmhouse.
Whoa, that was some crazy shit.
What
Go ahead.
the hell? Okay, the older of the kids, who was 25, he walked into a bar. This is it was north of Amsterdam, and he was looking a little dirty and disheveled, and the barkeeper was kind of keeping an eye on him. Sat down at the bar, ordered a beer, drank it, ordered another, drank it.
I'm gonna need a couple more for this shit.
5 beers in,
damn.
He's like, I need to talk to somebody.
Oh.
And he told them that him and his, was it 5 or 6 siblings?
And they were all adults by this time, but they weren't adults when it started.
Right.
So,
yeah, because
and that's what
he
Matt
was,
obviously.
It was 9 years, so he'd have been like
16.
Yeah. And he was the oldest.
He was the eldest, yeah.
Yeah, apparently their father, which now they're saying... Now, I heard about this whenever it happened, but there wasn't much info.
Yeah.
Now they're saying he might not be everyone's dad.
Oh,
but
really?
they don't have proof of this yet.
Yeah.
But they had gone underground at this little Dutch farmhouse that people knew.
Yeah, that's what I saw. That it was like a really, like, it wasn't like this obscure in the woods thing. It was like a big production farm. Like, it was well known.
People, there was something close by, either fishing or something. So people would see it all the time. It's a big place. It looks like a big place in this picture. They knew that there was a man living there. Now, this is not the man that was keeping the father of the kids. Apparently, there was another man that lived there, because now they're saying there was 2 men involved.
Wow.
In these children. And apparently they thought the world was going to end, or...
Oh, so it started out as one of them, like, prepper kind of thing?
Yeah, like, these kids didn't even know that there were other people outside of this
my God,
basement.
so that's like a fucking movie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, of course, the older one did.
Because he went out and had a beer. Mm-hmm. But they were so indoctrinated and whatever that they, like, thought that this was their way to survive, like, this apocalypse. Oh, wow.
Could you imagine?
Man, that's a hell of a con, isn't it?
That's awful.
That you think this is the whole world?
Like,
this one room?
And
just what you could see outside?
And...
If they could see
and
anything.
We're talking about over, like, 9 years. So, like,
almost
their entire... how are they going to get over that?
It was he and his 4 siblings, so there was 5 kids total.
That's awful. And, like, how do you ever trust anything again when your entire literal worldview turns out to be a lie and being used against you? Wow.
They said...
That's terrible.
But there was something else that came out. It was I'm trying to get to it. It says the father allegedly said he kept them in captivity because he was trying to protect his children from the end of time and the end of the world.
Like you do.
That came and went in 2012. It's over.
Yeah. Well, and before that, in 2006.
Yeah.
None of the children were found anywhere in the system. They apparently never been.
So their births were never registered or anything like that.
Nothing. Wow.
Nope.
So did that? They couldn't have ever gone to school.
Neighbors would walk by every day. They had no idea that anybody other than this one man
Where's
lived
the
in the
mother?
house. I don't know. It never said anything about the mom.
In the backyard.
Buried,
Probably.
yeah. They had to eat her.
Yeah.
I mean, something like that actually had to happen to her. I mean,
we know she existed for a while.
yeah.
At least long enough to birth 5 kids.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it does mention the mother apparently passed away before the children were taken to the secret room. Okay, but there was still something because there's no hospital record of these children.
Something was off from the beginning because they didn't go to school. There weren't hospital records. They didn't have any,
And I mean, there was a 16-year-old, no school, nothing.
Right, so no paper trail.
And he never saw anybody else.
Well,
Who?
no.
The 16-year-old.
He might have seen somebody else.
I'm going to get to that in a second. I'm trying to find it. Y'all can...
Well, what I was thinking was, you would think
Talk amongst yourself.
that at 16 years old, he'd have been like, hey, Dad, all that bullshit you just said was wrong. I see people literally right now.
Like out the window.
There they are.
But
they're not there. Yes, they are. I can see them.
if your whole survival and you think, especially not just you, but especially like the psychology of him being the oldest and responsible for his younger siblings.
Well, I mean, he took care of the younger
Right,
ones.
so if your whole idea of your personal safety and even more than that of your younger siblings that you feel almost like a parental...
Right.
God, that'd be tough.
Here's the game changer.
Oh, God. I'm afraid.
The strangest piece of information... Oh, my phone's going to die. The strangest piece of information that has been released is a game changer in the whole story. What'd you say? It was Jan, the eldest son, who asked for help at the bar, had a social media account the whole time.
Who did he think was replying to his shit?
In one of his posts, he talks about how much he loves his job. A job he received from Joseph, which is either the dad or the other guy that lived in there.
Who did he think he was telling this shit
Since
to?
he had no paperwork to get any other job. In all of his posts, he seems like a happy, regular guy.
So it makes you wonder if he was really the one posting to it or if he was posting it to it under duress to provide normalcy.
This is a picture of him apparently posted to a social media site.
So he's probably been brainwashed since
that he had,
birth.
because like if they're if people know
all that was normal and everything was okay,
and like if you got to put up like
what, to keep the demons at bay?
Well, yeah. If you don't believe there's other people who you're doing appearances for,
That's what I'm saying.
This is me tapping out. I don't get it.
Who did he think was reading this shit?
I don't know.
Oh, we have to post this so when future generations.
Aliens.
Police have most recently found another social media account. Only this time it's linked to the father. His profile went under the name John Eagles. His posts show him working out on a man-made contraption and his love for nature and animals. He's also very interactive with comments and likes on different posts.
What the fuck?
God almighty.
So yeah, that was a whole...
Yeah.
I need to know more about this social media account that the 25-year-old had.
I don't even know what I think right now.
Like I said, he's probably been brainwashed to believe all that. And
brainwashing someone when they're a young child, I can totally understand. This motherfucker was 16 when this shit started.
Yeah, it's a very immature brain.
Not when this shit started.
And you don't know where and how it started.
Something was going on before they went under.
Because to not have the paper trails and not have... And Mama disappears and all that bullshit.
Mama gets buried in the backyard.
They know they ate her.
Oh, okay. Made a stew out of her.
Chili. Yeah.
Okay.
They said she died before this happened. They don't say
fava
how.
beans and Chianti.
Exactly. They Hannibaled her.
Ooh, you nasty.
Yeah, definitely need to know more about that one.
Yeah, that's
we're going to file that under revisit.
Yeah. We're just going to put a pin in that. Is that what we got then?
I think we've played this one out.
All right.
I'm still what the fucking. I'm going to have to think about this for a while.
That's something, man. Fucking Dutch.
That's why. That's got to be why.
Well, at least they gave us chicken and waffles.
What about that one a while back? I think it was in California. They had like a dozen kids or something.
They lined them up in the sweaters.
Out all the time.
Yeah.
There was like yearly family photos
of this like tribe of weirdos in sweaters. I mean, no.
Oh, yeah.
You have to
He
see
had-
those pictures. They all look like cretins, okay?
He's got like this weird bowl cut, but almost also looks like
Jim Carrey
Amish
from
kind of.
yeah, it ain't right. It ain't
It's
right.
weird. And all the boys had to have matching hair.
Yeah, and they lacked serious social skills. The girls all had matching horrible shapeless dresses and bad hair.
Oh my god!
Makeup. It was
And the girl, I think it was the oldest girl that got out.
and
they thought
ran for
she
help.
was like
I think
12
I think
because she
it-
was so
because
tiny.
they were so undernourished. Because they were like chained to their beds a lot of times. Like when they weren't out in public, they were chained.
Yeah, like outside, they seemed like a normal family. Everyone's smiling
their-
at the family pictures.
Their extended families didn't know. Like one of those pictures she was talking about was at a fucking family wedding,
And then at home, they're chained up.
they're chained to their
Wow.
damn metal beds at home and not allowed to walk.
You know, the little bit that we hear about, how much more and
Oh,
how
my
That's
God.
what right.
And how much more fucked up is it out there that we don't know about?
I don't. Ugh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
People
remember
are-
that. That was one of those.
People
And
are
everybody
fucked
was
up.
like, "Oh, they're just the salt of the earth."
No,
I'm sorry, but looking at them, you know something's fucked up.
Thank you, because you were like,
like Peacock Family.
yeah,
must
yeah.
have
There,
Or not quite
there was
that.
there was
not
no
quite
genetic.
that bad.
There was not enough genetic variation. Okay.
yeah, just saying there might have been some interbreeding.
Yeah, it might have been. I mean,
There's an Uncle Daddy in there somewhere.
yeah, some unfortunate shit went down. I'm just going to say that, and they definitely needed a stylist. Because it was like Amber said, like if you couldn't look at that and go, somebody right here.
Motherfuckers looking a little
You know
bit
that one family
Cro-Magnon.
that lives in that? I'm trying to be very non-specific by the railroad tracks and in our town.
What in the motherfuck?
See,
And you can just look at them and say
He's perfectly
something's
normal,
not
right?
No,
right.
I've seen that picture before. That's what happens when a forensic person puts a thing on Skeletor.
The wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, there's that one family, and then they all ride the bikes, and
Oh, yeah.
they look like that family.
Here's one of their family.
Yeah, that's their family picture.
Everyone's happy, smiling.
Thing 1, 2, 3, and 4,000.
How freaking many kids?
There was like a
A
dozen
fuck
kids.
ton, a metric fuck ton.
So 1, 2, 3,
Well, that
4,
one says thing
5,
12.
6, 7,
They don't
8,
have the
9,
Duggars
10,
big,
11,
do they?
12. I think 13 there.
No.
1, 2, 3.
Y'all, when we went on our
5, 6,
thing
7, 8,
in Fayetteville the other day,
9,
we were right by the Duggar compound
Oh my god.
where we stayed. We
Yeah,
went
we
right by
passed
You
it
hear
every time we
that
went to
Jed Duggar's supposed to be running for Arkansas or something?
God.
Isn't he like 20 or something?
I don't know,
Yes.
but I'm just going to file that with you. And then the Airbnb we were staying at used to be their car lot
their
office.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So yeah,
Used to be what?
We were deep
Their
in
office.
Duggarville.
Oh wow.
The car lot.
You're not pregnant, are you?
Oh shit! I think my ovaries and my uterus
They
have
came
regenerated.
back.
There's a street in BB. It's called Duggar Street.
Every time we go down, he's like, "You're not feeling pregnant, are you?"
Yeah, and it's
Cross your legs, cross your legs.
it's only like 300 yards long. It's not very long, but
hey,
what?
they're cousins.
Who?
That street was named after a family that lives in the BB area that are cousins to them.
God damn.
You
It.
better hope
Because-
they don't have the super sperm.
Because I know a couple of them.
Well,
Hold your legs very tight when
Yeah.
you go down that road.
Yeah, it's a really short street, and it's like every
what
time we
short,
drive it,
Chris?
nothing. I was talking about the street.
Okay, that's what she said.
I don't even fucking like you guys. trying to
Hey,
make,
yo, listen.
trying to make references to my weenus.
When I hit my CBD vape, like listen to what it does to my voice when I talk. What's up? It makes my voice really deep for a minute.
Okay, so
It's as long as the vapors on my vocal cords.
so one time in the when I worked in the office in North Little Rock, we had a thing. The fire suppression system went off. We had to go in there. Well, I can't remember what this shit is called, but it did that, and I didn't know it. So we go in, we do whatever we're doing. We come back out and we're talking, and it's like, and I
Now
was
we're
like-
all very white.
and I was like, oh my god, I'm losing my
Are
fucking
we all
mind.
high?
Yeah, no, I was like, oh shit,
What the
fuck just happened? So yeah, that was
What was
kinda
that
weird.
on? I think it was one of those like Rose shows, you know, the dating thing.
Oh,
I think it
don't
was
watch any of
on.
those.
I don't either, but they had something. I think it was one of those shows where they all had the helium balloons, and I think one of the balloons had something else, or this woman's just fucked up. Everybody inhaled it, and everybody's like talking like this, and this woman was like talking like this.
She's like, I'm not very good at this.